ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد. We start this khutbah off by praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We bear witness that Allah is the only deity, the Ar-Rahman, the Al-Ghafur, the Al-Kareem, and that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is the last and final messenger and the greatest human being that ever walked upon this earth. Our Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that the best day the sun rises is the day of Friday. And in the Quran, Allah Azza wa Jalla says in Surah Al-Imran, Inna ad-deena inda Allah al-Islam. How do we get closer to Allah? It's this religion of Islam, that when we get close to that, when we embrace Islam, that is when we are closest to Allah Azza wa Jalla. And our religion of Islam itself has a big history. We learn from the seerah about all the sacrifices, the blood, the struggle, the pain that our Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and his followers, the Sahaba, went through just to get the name of Islam to prosper, get the religion of Islam to proliferate across the world. But let's talk about the name Islam itself. How did Islam come about? Allah Azza wa Jalla says, إِذْ قَالَ لَهُ رَبُّهُ أَسْلِمْ قَالَ أَسْلَمْتُ لِرَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. When Allah Azza wa Jalla told Ibrahim alayhi salam to submit, Ibrahim alayhi salam said he submits himself completely to the Lord of the worlds, Allah. In another verse in the Quran, Ibrahim alayhi salam says, رَبَّنَا وَاجْعَلْنَا مُسْلِمَيْنِ لَكَ وَمِنْ ذُرِّيَّتِنَا أُمَّةً مُسْلِمَةً لَكَ. Ibrahim alayhi salam makes a dua to Allah that, oh Allah, make us Muslims and make our descendants, the people after us, also Muslims. So here we learn that Ibrahim alayhi salam was declaring to make the people after him Muslims as well. Islam, we know, dates all the way back to Adam alayhi salam. But when we come to the idea of Muslims, we come to Ibrahim alayhi salam. Commonly in English, Ibrahim alayhi salam, the religions of Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, these are called Abrahamic religions. They all link their foundation back to Ibrahim alayhi salam. Allah also says, مِلَّةَ أَبِيكُمْ إِبْرَاهِيمَ هُوَ سَمَّاكُمُ الْمُسْلِمِينَ مِنْ قَبْلُ وَفِي هَذَا. That this faith of Ibrahim, this Abrahamic faith, Ibrahim alayhi salam named us Muslims. All of us here and all the Muslims across the world, he named this idea of Muslims way before the Quran was even here. So we date our origins to Ibrahim alayhi salam, and he is a key figure in our religion. In fact, we can really bring all 5 pillars of Islam, the foundation of our Islam, the 5 pillars, all back to Ibrahim alayhi salam. Like we're saying, Ibrahim alayhi salam is the foundation, and our 5 pillars of Islam are the foundation of the religion itself. There must be a link between. So for example, we're going through all 5 pillars. Tawheed first, that we're witnessing, declaring this faith, that it is Islam, that Allah is the only God, that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is the last and final messenger. Was it Ibrahim alayhi salam that first destroyed the idols when his father, when his community was worshiping idols? He was the one who was realizing there's no way there can be multiple gods. There is no way that what we're doing right now, worshiping figures, worshiping stone, this is no way this is a supernatural power. There's 100% no. Ibrahim alayhi salam was a very critical thinker, one of the smartest prophets we have. And he knew that this wasn't true. So he first declared that there is one Allah. قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. That there is one unique Allah. Second, when we look at Hajj, the Kaaba is a physical manifestation of the work of Ibrahim alayhi salam and Ismail alayhi salam. We have a direct, tangible building that is showing the work of Ibrahim alayhi salam. That's 2 pillars right there. The third pillar, zakah. Allah Azza wa Jalla says, رَبِّ اجْعَلْنِي مُقِيمَ الصَّلَاةِ وَمِنْ ذُرِّيَّتِي. This is taken from the words of Ismail alayhi salam, where Ismail alayhi salam would always encourage his family to be on time with the salah, to be praying their salah and always pay their zakat. And who does he attribute this to? Ismail alayhi salam says his father. Ibrahim alayhi salam would say this, and he also did it for his family. So that's three pillars. The fourth one, this is, well, I combined the zakat and the salah together. And also on top of the salah, the dua we just said. But the verse, وَكَانَ يَأْمُرُ أَهْلَهُ بِالصَّلَاةِ وَالزَّكَاةِ. This is the one specifically where Ismail alayhi salam is talking about advising his family. The one I previously read was where Ibrahim alayhi salam would always say to Allah to make him one of those who would pray salah. Make him one of those who would be with his salah. So we've covered four pillars. The fifth one about fasting, Ramadan. You know, you think, how does this relate to Ibrahim alayhi salam? Well, Ibrahim alayhi salam made the dua to Allah to send a messenger that would be teaching the verses of Allah, the ayat of Allah, showing this wisdom, showing this purity, and really making this religion go throughout the whole world. Ibrahim alayhi salam's dua was fulfilled. That messenger was our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam that was sent. And when was this Quran sent? The month of Ramadan. So this dua that Ibrahim alayhi salam made years and years ago was eventually fulfilled by Allah in the month of Ramadan. And now we have fasting in the month of Ramadan and the Quran and the messenger in the month of Ramadan. So we have all five pillars, the foundation of our religion, related back to one of the foundational characters of our religion, the Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. And our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam was also told to follow the legacy of Ibrahim alayhi salam. وَاتَّبَعَ مِلَّةَ إِبْرَاهِيمَ حَنِيفًا. That Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam should dedicate his life to what Ibrahim alayhi salam did. So when we think about the personality of Ibrahim alayhi salam, his character, who he was in life, these are the type of characteristics we want to manifest in our lives. We want to try to implement these characteristics because if Ibrahim alayhi salam has such a pinnacle character in our religion, then we need to try to adapt to his characteristics and learn more about him, learn more about what he did and what led him to his success. What did Allah like about him specifically? When Allah Azza wa Jal dedicated these Muslims to the religion of Islam and he declared them an ummah, Allah Azza wa Jal says, Kuntum khayra ummatin. That, you know, this verse is commonly quoted as Muslims. This ummah here, we are the greatest religion in the world. Allah chose us specifically and we are the best. But sometimes the other part of the verse is neglected. The verse continues, Kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrijat linnas. That Allah chose Muslims from a specific group for people. So let's analyze this a little bit. When Allah says He's choosing us, Muslims, from this big group of humans all over the world, when you commonly select a specific group, you usually want to make sure that group is the best out of a certain pool of people. So for example, let's put into consideration, like college admissions, university, PhD applications, stuff like that. There are thousands of applicants applying, thousands and thousands of so many qualified applicants. But the admissions committee is only choosing a certain amount of people who are the most qualified, who have the best scores, who have the best writing, who have the best speaking, best interviews. They're going to choose those people. That's one way that we select the best. Another thing is in athletics. In the United States, the NFL, the MLB, and the NBA, these are very high-profile sports leagues, and they want the best basketball players, the best football players, the best baseball players. So they're choosing those. They're looking at their rankings. They're looking at how good they are. They've been playing throughout their whole life, and they choose the best ones. But this isn't the type of selection Allah Azza wa Jalla is talking about. We have a pool of humans, but He did not say that the Muslims that were chosen out of this are the best throughout the whole world. They are completely best. No. There will be people in this world smarter than us, more intelligent than us, more hardworking than us, more athletic than us, and better in various aspects. But Allah here is saying something very profound. That He has chosen us, the Muslims, from a select group of human beings for mankind, not of mankind. Very important difference between of and for. If Allah Azza wa Jalla said He chose us Muslims of a group of people, that would imply we are the best of this group of people. But He said, these Muslims, this group, you and I sitting here today, we are here chosen for humanity. Now, what does that mean? Human beings from the legacy of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Ibrahim alayhi salam are given the duty to be of great benefit to all of humanity. That we are a religion that is here for people. We are a religion here to help other people. We aren't here as a religion to show that we are the Muslims, we are going to Jannah, everybody else who's not a Muslim is Jahannam. That is not why we're here. Allah has clarified why we were chosen and why we have a mission. And what is that mission? Our mission, we are here again for human beings, for Muslims, for non-Muslims, to help them in this life and to guide them. Not only to guide them, but to help them in every aspect of life. We are really dedicated volunteers, all of us. We all have a mission to help. We all have a mission to serve humanity, to serve other human beings in this world. كُنْتُمْ خَيْرَ أُمَّةٍ أُخْرِجَتْ لِلنَّاسِ. That is what that verse is saying. Not that Muslims were selected and the greatest group. Not that Muslims are higher than other people, but that we are higher in the aspect that we are here to serve people. That we are here as a nation to help other people. And in the second part of the khutbah, we'll talk about a very specific example from Ibrahim alayhi salam's life. That is a very good example of this verse. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروا إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Allah Azza wa Jalla highlights a very specific example from Ibrahim alayhi salam's life. And this is narrated in Surah Al-Hud. Allah sent 3 angels in the form of humans to Ibrahim alayhi salam's house. And we've seen various hadith where Allah has sent angels in the form of humans. Especially when we talk about the 5 pillars, Jibreel alayhi salam was sent in the form of a human. But in this case, the 3 angels were sent in the form of a human. They knock on Ibrahim alayhi salam's door. Ibrahim alayhi salam opens the door, but he doesn't recognize who these people are. He doesn't even know they're angels yet. So he's a little confused why he has these visitors, but the angels greet him with saying salam, salaman. And Ibrahim alayhi salam says salamun. He greets him back with the salam, an extra salam. Like today, people say assalamu alaikum, or they also say assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. That's how Ibrahim alayhi salam responded to the angels in a better salam. So he lets them inside his house because he thinks they're travelers or he thinks they're lost or something like that. And Ibrahim alayhi salam runs to the kitchen right after that. Why? He goes to quickly cook them food as soon as possible. Why? Not even asking them, where are you from? What's going on? How are you? Are you lost? He doesn't say that. And this is a quick side note. This is a very interesting mannerism of how Ibrahim alayhi salam is acting. That he's not even giving them the option to ask Ibrahim alayhi salam for food. Because that puts them in an awkward position, right? If you're visiting someone and you're lost and stuff, you don't usually want to ask them for things. You don't want to say, can you please make me food? We are hungry. Can you please provide us with some resources? So Ibrahim alayhi salam kind of understands why they're here. Maybe he's guessing. So he automatically just quickly makes them food and brings it to them. But then when he serves them the food, he notices they're not even touching it. They're just staring at each other, and then they stare at Ibrahim alayhi salam, and the food is just sitting there. So Ibrahim alayhi salam is a little scared. Should I not have let these people in? Why are they not eating the food? He's a little worried that they're here to attack him, or they're here, to take advantage of him or do something. So the angels notice that Ibrahim alayhi salam is getting a little nervous, he's shaking a little, he's getting worried. So then the angels say, no, la, Ibrahim alayhi salam, they're telling him that we are here sent by Allah. And then Ibrahim alayhi salam is wondering, why did Allah send these angels? The angels say, we were sent by Allah to tell you that you are going to have a baby boy. And before we continue this, Allah Azza wa Jal goes on to a verse where Ibrahim alayhi salam's wife is laughing in the background. The angels have said that we have come here to tell you the news that you will have a baby boy. But not even going to Ibrahim alayhi salam's response, we hear that Ibrahim alayhi salam's wife was laughing in the background. It's saying, me, I'm going to have a baby boy? Come on, I'm so old. Ibrahim alayhi salam, look, my husband is so old. How am I going to have a baby boy? وَأَنَا عَجُوزٌ, that, come on, this is not going to happen. This is a little comical scene here. That Ibrahim alayhi salam's wife is like, this is a joke. These people, whoever they are, they just come here to tell me some fake news. I don't know why they're here. Ibrahim alayhi salam, though, he is very curious here. His wife has given up, like, come on, why are they here? This is a joke. But Ibrahim alayhi salam is a very smart person, like we talked about before. How he's always questioning, he's always pondering, he's always thinking, asking very critical questions. So he asked these angels, come on, you didn't just come here. Allah didn't send you here just to tell me that I was going to have a child. He didn't send 3 angels to tell me this. And the angels were like, yes, Ibrahim, you are right. Allah didn't send us just for that. The angels say, we were sent from Allah to destroy the nation of Lut. The nation of Lut. So, key thing here. Allah sent the same angels to Ibrahim alayhi salam first that he was going to send to destroy the nation of Lut. Allah could have sent an angel to Ibrahim alayhi salam, a different angel, to tell him about this news. And he could have sent these 3 angels to destroy the nation of Lut. They didn't have to be the same. But there's something very astounding about this. This is not even a mistake. You would think, why is this going on? This is all recounted in Surah Al-Hud for a very specific reason. So Ibrahim alayhi salam, when he hears that the angel said that they are here to destroy the nation of Lut alayhi salam, this is the same Ibrahim alayhi salam that was told to put his family in a desert, and he agreed. This is the same Ibrahim alayhi salam that jumped in a fire when Allah Azza wa Jalla told him. The same Ibrahim alayhi salam that was told to slaughter his son, and he was ready to do it. But when this commandment was heard by Ibrahim alayhi salam, when the angels told him that the nation of Lut was going to be destroyed, what was Ibrahim's answer? يُجَادِلُونَ فِي قَوْمِ لُوطٍ. Allah Azza wa Jalla says, Ibrahim alayhi salam started arguing with the angel. He started arguing with this commandment of Allah. Ibrahim alayhi salam was distressed. He was confused. He was arguing, getting mad about one of the commandments of Allah. His whole life, he's been agreeing with the commandments of Allah. He's the friend of Allah. But in this specific instance, Allah highlights Ibrahim alayhi salam, a prophet, was arguing, was getting angry. Now understand this. Was Ibrahim alayhi salam happy with what the people of Lut were doing? Did he approve it? No, he did not approve that at all, what the people of Lut alayhi salam were doing. But is Ibrahim alayhi salam a caring, merciful, kind human being to every human being on this earth, regardless of if they're Muslim, regardless of if they're non-Muslim? Yes. That is a key characteristic of our Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, that he was so kind, that he was so compassionate to anybody in this world. And Allah Azza wa Jal highlights that specific portion, this story, a very profound story of Ibrahim alayhi salam's reaction to when he heard that the nation of Lut alayhi salam was going to be destroyed. And then taking a pause on this story, Allah continues and says something very key about Ibrahim alayhi salam. Allah says, Inna Ibrahim lahalimun awwahun munib. He lists 3 characteristics of Ibrahim alayhi salam that are very pertinent to this story, but are very important for us to have in our lives. Ibrahim alayhi salam is the foundation of our religion, and we need to manifest who he was. Allah Azza wa Jalla says first, 1, that he is Halim. And Halim comes from the Arabic root Hilm. And metaphorically, this word is referring to skin, soft skin. So when you think of an animal, a very fat animal specifically, how the exterior fur is very soft, but when you push against it, when it's a fatter animal, it's kind of like a pillow. It's very thick. On the outside, it's very soft, but when you're pushing on it, the inside is also very soft. Compression. That is the soft Allah is talking about here. that Ibrahim alayhi salam was soft on the inside and soft on the outside. He was a very kind and caring person. He cared about everything, from the nature, from the human beings, from his family. He loved giving this respect, this caring, this compassion to other people. This was him. The second characteristic, that Ibrahim alayhi salam had empathy toward other people. He would always think about other people and how they're doing and why they're suffering and how he could fix them, what was going on. So in this example, the narration of Lut alayhi salam, Ibrahim alayhi salam is not really furious, but he's feeling hard inside. His softness inside from the hilm, from Halim, is making him now very empathetic, awah to other people about why. Why does Allah have to kill these people? Why does he have to destroy this whole nation of Lut? And the final one, Munir, about Ibrahim alayhi salam. That Ibrahim alayhi salam, when he's kind and compassionate to people, and he develops his empathy toward people, what does he do? He turns to Allah. He makes dua for these people, that Allah, get this horrible punishment off these people. Oh Allah, help these people, guide these people. He doesn't want to see the destruction of people. And these three characteristics are key for us as Muslims to serve humanity, like we talked about. This ummah is for humanity. Ibrahim alayhi salam is thinking about people, thinking about how we can help these people. And these are very important ideas for us as an ummah. Not only to help our Muslim brothers and sisters, but to help other non-Muslims outside this world. Because Allah here has really mandated that we are volunteers. We are here to help. We are here to serve. And one very interesting thing about the Quran itself as a whole is that the Quran came to fix up a culture that was developing, a bad culture. When we look at when the Quran was revealed in Mecca, when we look at the surahs from the 30th juz that were revealed in Mecca, Surah Al-Ma'un, for example, when Allah Azza wa Jalla says that the people of Mecca used to hurt the orphan, they didn't feed the needy, the poor, all these different things. Or for example, Surah Al-Mutaffifin, that these business practices that were horrible in Mecca, they were cheating people. These were all here to help non-Muslims, to help people that were on this wrong path, to help people that were hurting other people. So there was a culture, the age of Jahiliyyah, that was going on, that was very inappropriate, that was very unethical. The Quran came to fix that, to care for people, to help them, to establish a more just society, to establish a more peaceful society that was very prosperous. And it's the same concept over here. That Ibrahim alayhi salam, these characteristics that are manifested in him, they are here to help humanity. Just as the Quran was revealed, just as Ibrahim alayhi salam is the foundational character of religion, we use this to help humanity. We use it for the benefit of other people. We are all agents of change in Islam. Allah chose each and every individual one of us sitting here and across the whole world that are Muslims to help other people, to serve them, to establish these characteristics, kindness, compassion, empathy, and to come back to Allah, to turn back to Allah to find solutions to these problems. And these aren't just for Muslims. These are for non-Muslims. These are for people in our family, people outside of our religion. To show kindness, compassion, be soft to these people. Be soft to everybody. Don't ever push something on someone. Don't ever get this anger upon them to get this compulsion religion. There's no compulsion in our religion. La ikraha fid din. Allah has said that. So if that's the case, then what must happen? Kindness, hilm, this halim. We should establish this in our life, this concept. And this awah, this empathy. And we turn back to Allah. These three characteristics, if we can implement them into our lives, we are living the legacy of Ibrahim alayhi salam, the same legacy our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam has said, and these will help us be successful in this life with the people around us and in the afterlife. Our Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that one of the key characteristics that will get someone to Jannah is his manners. His manners, his conduct. The Quran highlights so many characteristics of your conduct with your family, non-Muslims, and other people in your life. But the foundation of that is hilm, halim, awah, and munib, these three characteristics. May Allah Azza wa Jalla help us implement these characteristics in our lives and be successful in this life and the afterlife. May Allah Azza wa Jalla forgive all our sins that have been committed, that we haven't implemented these characteristics, and make us very successful in implementing these with our families, with our other Muslim brothers and sisters, and the non-Muslims. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم ربنا اصرف عنا عذاب جهنم إن عذابها كان غراما ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما عباد الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون وأقيموا الصلاة